Hello Red Devils, MEF Solution here and I'm back again in the video. So Manchester United, the Premier League is back in action, obviously on Saturday in the weekend, and Manchester United go up against Newcastle United away, and in my opinion that is a difficult match. Newcastle United away, they tend to turn up when they play Man United, the energy, the passion that they have. They always perform against United. I don't know why, I don't know what's the reason. Is it because we're Manchester United? Maybe that's the reason, but they always turn up against us, so we need to be at our maximum. But I'm very scared of this match because our form has been very bad recently, and United, we need to obviously bounce back. The defeat against Tottenham was such a humiliating defeat. We should never concede that many goals to Tottenham. Albeit the defense had to be blamed. Obviously our performance was not good enough. Also our attackers have to be blamed as well. They need to be scoring. So that defeat, put the club and everyone in a negative state of mind. Bad vibes at the moment in the atmosphere as well. But we have to respond. Anthony Martial obviously got red carded, and that red carded will stand. So Martial will not play, and no will Edinson Cavani. So Cavani has to quarantine, and therefore, as per the news, he will miss the match against Newcastle. So his first involvement could be the match against Paris Saint-Germain, which is obviously a big coincidence because he came from there. So that will be exciting to see Cavani. I don't know if he'll start against that Champions League match against PSG. But anyways, Newcastle United away. This is my predicted lineup to face them. Now I think Ole will switch it up. He always tends to do this whenever the back's against the wall. He changes it up. He changes the team. And I think this is the team that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will pick. So David De Gea will continue into the goal. So De Gea, he made a big mistake for the goal against Spain in the international break. And De Gea's mistakes, they're evident. We all know he's been making mistakes. However, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will play David De Gea. He's our number one keeper. He's said this many times. So David De Gea. Defense, I would start Alex Telles in the left back position straight away. I don't want to see Luke Shaw play. Alex Telles, bring him in. He can't be much worse than Luke Shaw. In fact, Telles' stats have been incredible in the last couple of seasons. So Alex Telles. Now Harry Maguire, I don't think he'll get dropped because he's been ever present for us in our team. I think he played every game for us last season. So Harry Maguire, alongside I think Victor Lindelof will be brought back into the game. So for Eric Bailly, he didn't play that good in my opinion against Tottenham Hotspur, whereas he had been playing good in the build-up to that match. But obviously the lower level opponents in the EFL Cup, Eric Bailly will obviously look good. So I think Lindelof will be brought back into the team. Right back, obviously Aaron Wan-Bissaka has to play. He's obviously our best right back, and if not the only right back at the club that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer trusts. He doesn't trust Dalot, so Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now the midfield, this is where I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will make some changes. So I'm going to go with the 4-4-2 diamond formation. People are saying play 3 at the back, but in my opinion that's not United way, and we don't play good when we play 3 at the back. Instead, I would like to see us play the 4-4-2 diamond. So Nemanja Matic in the holding mid position, left centre mid Paul Pogba, right centre mid Van der Beek, centre attacking mid Bruno Fernandes. Now Solskjaer has tended to switch it up formations, and we have played this 4-4-2 diamond formation, and in my opinion it worked really well. So Matic, Van der Beek, Pogba and Fernandes, that's a great balanced midfield in my opinion. Pogba left centre mid, that's where he excelled at Juventus. That's where he was creating his best and doing the best performances week in week out. Obviously statistically he scored more goals and assists for Man United. However, it's been inconsistent more than he was at Juventus. So Juventus he was more consistent. And in my opinion, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is playing Paul Pogba out of position. He plays Paul Pogba very deep. He's not a deep lying playmaker because he just can't hold the ball. He loses the ball too much. He needs to play further up the pitch and affect the play in the final third. And that's where Paul Pogba is at his best. In my opinion, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been using him wrong this season, and that's probably one of the reasons why we have this bad form. That's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault in my opinion. I blame that 100% on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Paul Pogba is not a central defensive midfielder. I'm not sure why he's playing him there. He needs to play further up the pitch and more efficiently. Hopefully, if he can, enable him to play in the left side of a midfield 3 or a 4. So left centre mid, that's where Paul Pogba is best in my opinion. So Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood up front. So in my opinion, it's very unfair on Greenwood. We should have signed Jadon Sancho. We should have got more squad depth. Sancho, Greenwood, Rashford, Martial would have been amazing squad depth. Obviously, the board and Edward would let us down again. and I just can't see Man United challenging for anything major in the next couple of seasons. But this team, I think, on paper, this team has more than enough to beat Newcastle. But time and time again, we've been let down by these players, by the manager's tactics sometimes as well. His substitutions are kind of weird as well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's. So questions have been arising with the players, with obviously the manager. There's been talks that Pochettino, could be ready to sign for us. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure where I see at the moment. I will back Ole to the end. I will back the players, but the players do need to perform. They need to show in the next match that we need to win, basically. It's a must-win game. If we draw or we lose, I think fans will go crazy. I think the media will go crazy. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the spotlight will be on him as well. Because in terms of tactics and style of play, we don't really have a style of play. And that's down to the manager. He needs to implement some style of play. He's been at the club for a long time now. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't implemented a style of play. So that's down to the manager. So that could be a question of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's management. Is he really manager? But Newcastle away, we have to win. It's a must-win game for us. This is the team that I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will play. So David De Gea, Alex Telles, Maguire, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, Matic, Pogba, Van de Beek, Fernandes, Rashford and Greenwood. So anyways, let me know what you think about this team in the comments below. It's been MUF's Legend. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.